The Madbean 8-ball is an overdrive based on the Marshall Bluesbreaker, with some tweaks done to it to increase the overdrive options and give you more tonal control. The original was made to emulate the 62 Bluesbreaker Marshall amplifier, made famous by players like Eric Clapton, which has been a highly sought after tone ever since. I've been a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe user myself for a long time, and though plenty of drives gave me some cool tones, I never really got close to that Marshall amp distortion-like grit, and I figured my only option for that would be to get a second amp. But this pedal kind of blew me away, and I can definitely recommend you trying out a Bluesbreaker style pedal if you're in the same boat. Going to be playing through a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe, recorded with a Ret 5 RVD9 dynamic microphone straight in front of the speaker, combined with a couple of impulse responses. The guitars used in this video are a 1989 Fender USA Stratocaster Plus and a 2007 Epiphone Les Paul Custom. The pedal's controls are pretty standard for an overdrive: volume, gain, and tone. Then on top of that, there's a switch to go between a hard clipping mode and a soft clipping mode. More about this later. Now with the pedal engaged in soft clipping mode with both the gain and the tone at noon. Now to showcase the effect of the tone knob, first I'm going to set it to 9 o'clock. And now to brighten it up a little, I'm going to turn it up to 3 o'clock. Now to see what level of gain we can expect in soft clipping mode at 9 o'clock. Now for something slightly higher gain at 3 o'clock. And now with the gain fully maxed out. Now for something a little closer to a distortion than an overdrive, we're going to switch to the hard clipping mode. Once again, we're going to start with the gain and the tone at noon. Now to check out the effects of the tone knob on the hard clipping side of the circuit, first I'm going to turn it down to 9. Now turning it up to 3. And we're going to turn the tone back to 12, and we're going to check out the gain settings on this side. And the gain goes up to 3 again. And now it's time to get a little reckless and set it up to max. The pedal gives you the option to switch between soft and hard clipping. The documentation provided uses one N914 diodes for the soft clipping side and LEDs for the hard clipping side. Though Madbean does mention you can play around with different options on the latter one. I myself just kept it stock. As I've come to expect from Madbean, it was quite a smooth build. Because of the small board size meant for the relatively big 1590B enclosure, there's no squeezing things in and having to bend or adjust things weirdly. The PCB-mounted pots and switch only add to this ease.